Okay, we're here with Julio, and you did the film Ruby. What made you come up with the concept and your idea for your film?
Well, I've always been drawn to Red Bank. I feel like it has a very aesthetic feel, and I always wanted to make a movie about someone walking. I go to Red Bank a lot, and I like to walk around, admire everything. So I thought, and I think black and white film is very is very is a very unique aspect, and I wanted to make a black and white movie where someone goes for a walk and discovers something that he's completely drawn to. That's how I came up with the concept.
No, cool. And you got the film in Red Bank, which is really cool because I grew up here myself, so it's always cool to see a Red Bank kind of film, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, so how did you go about with getting your crew and everything, or your actors?
Well, I first I pitched my idea to Brookdale Film Club. This was back in 2019 before the pandemic happened,
Okay.
and my leader Hudson Eater, he loved the idea, and we decided to go along with my film. So we just we decided who should do camera and when we should. We worked out a schedule on everything, and eventually we decided that I should play the lead role. And
Cool.
so we we started filming in November of 2019, early November of 2019, and then we finished by I finished in January of 2020, and then came the post production phase with the editing and all that, and then everything got put on hold because of the pandemic. So
Yeah.
I had to finish. You see, my friend Kyle, he did some of the editing, and then I edited. I had to finish myself for the next year, and so I finally finished editing by June of last year, and that's that.
Cool. And then start putting into festivals and stuff. And
Yes, I submitted to two festivals. I submitted to the Monmouth Festival and the New Jersey Festival run by Al Nygren, who I took a film appreciation class with last summer,
cool.
and it didn't get into either of them, but I just wanted to just submit it to what other film festivals that I can find and see where it goes.
Absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, we'll have a fun time. It's going to be a long day, but you got the student films first, and then films all day long. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a fun place in Jersey City. So it's our 15th time doing it. So we're excited.
Yeah. I rarely have been to Jersey City.
It's a good time. Like it's like my second home, other than being here where, I grew up around our area here. And are you from? Are you from Red Bank?
No, I'm from Middletown, originally
Yeah.
from Staten Island, New York.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, yeah. I'm a Middletown boy myself, so
Oh, good for you.
Middletown but Jersey City is like my second home. I worked there for many years and got this thing going there, so I love going back. I always love going back. It's a fun city in Jersey, so it's a good time. But yeah, so that's pretty cool with the film and all. Are you working on anything new at this time? Did you guys come up with anything new to work on?
Well, I am in the process. Well, I am out of Brookdale now,
Mm-hmm.
so I am in the process of writing some new scripts that I eventually plan to make with some friends of mine.
Yeah, so yeah, that's cool. That's a good thing.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm just saying and will you be working with some of the same people again, you think, or just moving on from that?
I think I'll be moving on from that. I'll be working with some new people,
Mm-hmm.
like my two friends who we submitted a script to last year's film festival in New York.
Mm-hmm.
It I can't remember the name,
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
but it was in early September. We got an honorable mention, and we met some really cool people there, and we made some collaborations. So I plan to eventually get these scripts made with my friends and the ones we connected with at the festival, and also submit them to screenplay contests on Film Freeway.
Cool. Absolutely. No, it's a lot of fun doing this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Are you, so yeah, you're going to continue doing it. That's pretty cool. So
I've always loved to write.
Mm-hmm.
I love telling stories. I started when I was 16.
Oh.
I wrote my first feature-length screenplay when I was 16, and I've been doing it ever since.
Did you make films in high school?
A few. I mean, I directed one, and most of them I just helped with like editing and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I mean that's good to learn editing back then too. How was the editing process for this film?
Well, it was different because, I mean, not really hard, but just it was new because back in high school, and usually I edit on iMovie. So this time I started learning how to use Adobe Premiere.
Yeah.
And it was definitely something new. So I really had to teach myself how to be familiar with everything. And once I got the hang of it, it was a piece of cake.
Yeah, because I did the same thing when I started. I teach film in high school. So when I didn't use Adobe Premiere, and they're like, oh yeah, we have Adobe Premiere. And I'm like, oh, I had to learn it. Once I got it down, it's awesome now. Now I love it now. But like in the beginning, I'm like, what is this? But yeah, I love Adobe. I use Adobe for everything. I'm going to throw this in Adobe when we're done.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so I got a lot of these to go out there. So almost done with them all. And I don't know when I'm going to have time to put them up, but I will. And then we will on Sunday all day. But I got to get ready for it. So
okay.
That's the next step, right? But yeah, great. So that sounds really cool. Everything going on. Do you have any like thing you want to promote? Any Instagrams or any websites or anything?
Well, I'm on Instagram, and there I post usually my artwork.
Cool.
I design a lot of posters for the Oscars, and I also post Halloween wanted posters, I like to call them, of the baddest monsters of all time. I do that every Halloween for Inktober.
Oh, that's cool. So did you make a poster for the film?
Yes, sort of. I took a shot. I took a small screenshot of this one clip where I'm standing in front of my co-star Juliana, who plays Ruby, and I just typed the words on it, and I posted it on Film Freeway.
Yeah. So that's the one that you see when you're on there. Okay. Yeah. Cool. That sounds good, man. So yeah. Well, thanks for joining me here for a few minutes, and I will post it up pretty soon.
Awesome. My pleasure.
Yeah. Cool.